Narendra Modi arriving in Hyderabad for that Indo-US summit. The plane and the visuals on the screen of Prime Minister Narendra Modi arriving in Hyderabad for that US-Indo summit, where that was being reported on Republic a short while back. Remember, US President Donald Trump's daughter and advisor Ivanka Trump is in India to be attending the Global Entrepreneurship Summit. Now Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also arrived for that Indo-US mega event. And also, we're being told Prime Minister Modi is there to inaugurate the summit in the city of Hyderabad. The city, remember, has got a complete makeover as it turns into an important hub for stimulating dialogue between entrepreneurs across the world and global leaders. The first visuals coming in on the screen of Prime Minister Narendra Modi as he arrives in the city of Hyderabad at 3:30 p.m. today. He will be inaugurating the Hyderabad Metro, after which he will also be inaugurating the summit later today in the city of Hyderabad. The visuals on the screen showing the Prime Minister arriving in Hyderabad, and he will also be meeting Ivanka Trump. This will be a specific dialogue that will be held with Ivanka and the Prime Minister. There will be other union ministers who will also be present there at this mega event to attend the mega event, in fact, along with Ivanka Trump. Extremely important delegation will be there. The Indian delegation is also going to be led by Prime Minister Modi, and it's going to be having, including banker. There will be other people who will be participating in this event, and there will be the Indian delegation led by Prime Minister Modi, including banker Chanda Kochar, fashion designer, Make My Trip founders, Vice President of Google India, and several others will be there. It's for the first time women participants are there in majority. Women from 127 countries are going to be attending the Indo-US mega event. All right, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the first visuals coming in, arriving and Hyderabad. He's walking down the airplane now. He arrives in the city of Hyderabad and he's going to be inaugurating the Hyderabad Metro at 3:30 p.m. today, after which he'll also be inaugurating the Indo-US summit. The first visuals coming in of Prime Minister Narendra Modi having arrived in the city of Hyderabad. He has a busy day ahead. Remember, the participants from 150 nations and territories across the globe in Hyderabad today for that Indo-US mega summit. And it's the first time over 10 countries represented by all women delegation are also present there. He's accepting flowers from the delegation that's present there at the airport. And international industry leaders, MIT professors, eminent personalities from India will also be present at the Indo-US summit, for which the Prime Minister is present there. Speakers from over 35 countries will be there. Prominent Indian entrepreneurs are there who will be present at the Indo-US summit. In the summit on entrepreneurship, there will be others who will all be gathered there. And Prime Minister is to kick off the global summit later today. He's present and he's arrived in Hyderabad. The first thing he would be doing is 3:30 p.m. He will be inaugurating the Hyderabad Metro. It's a massive Indo-US summit that's starting in Hyderabad. The Prime Minister is there to kick off the global summit. For the United States delegation, Ivanka Trump, US President Donald Trump's daughter, will be leading the US delegation. Union ministers will be attending the mega event. The first visuals on the screen of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who will be kick-starting that global summit in Hyderabad, the Indo-US summit in Hyderabad today. In fact, we are getting to know that women are the major participants that are going to be there. Let's also go across to Parikshit Luthra, news editor, who's joining us on the phone line. Parikshit, the first visuals coming in of the Prime Minister who's arrived in Hyderabad. Take us through what his day could be like today.
Well, the Prime Minister is going to have a busy day. As you said, he's going to be inaugurating the metro, following which he goes to the Hyderabad International Convention Center for the Global Entrepreneurship Summit, which is the key event, the reason why the Prime Minister is here. And you can understand the importance of the event and Ivanka Trump by the fact that the Prime Minister has taken time out of this campaign. He knew that the Gujarat elections will be taking place, and in the middle of the campaign, he's come out to Hyderabad. He's flown down. He will be meeting Ivanka. He will be addressing speakers from about 137 countries. 1,500 delegates will be addressed by the Prime Minister on various issues, including energy, including digital economy, about financial inclusion schemes of the government, about life sciences. So there are a number of areas which the Prime Minister would also be talking about. He would also speak about how GST and demonetization, even though it may have hurt people in the long run, they have set the foundation for strong growth. Essentially, the Prime Minister would like to hard sell the Indian growth story, saying that the World Bank's ratings on the ease of doing business, followed by ratings from Moody's and S&P, the positive outlook that these agencies have forecast for India, only goes to show that people need to have faith in India's story, India's economic potential, and invest here. So they are going to be urging women entrepreneurs, and Ivanka has already said that her focus will be on fueling women-led growth. In fact, we have been getting statements from the U.S. government on this as well, and it's also the U.S. government saying that Ivanka, in her speech today, Rhythm, is likely to stress on fueling the growth of women-led businesses, closing the gender entrepreneurship gap worldwide. She's also likely to speak on ensuring that women entrepreneurs have access to capital, access to networks and mentors, and access to equitable laws. We're also hearing that she would state that despite the soaring rate of female entrepreneurs, women still face steep obstacles in starting, owning, and growing their own businesses. She is somebody who is a successful businesswoman, a fashion designer as well, and essentially we would be looking for somebody who could help us with the new administration. She could act as a bridge between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Donald Trump. So she will also have a number of back-channel meetings. While that event that takes place at the Hyderabad International Center at 4 p.m. today, that would be a public event, and that would be the highlight of the Global Entrepreneurship Summit, the 3-day summit. There would also be meetings that would happen behind closed doors. Ivanka would call on him. Ivanka would also call on the foreign minister. So both sides will try and understand what's running in each other's minds. For India, it's very important to have U.S. as a partner, keeping in mind the current strategic challenges. And therefore, there would be a conversation that probably the media would not get to know about. Essentially, what we would get to know that we had a broad talk about economic relations in the two countries, about the economic potential of India, about women entrepreneurs, what India is doing about the growth of women and to empower women. But there will be a conversation that the Indian government would keep under wraps. And that would be to strengthen Indo-US relations and work on some very key initiatives together, which the Indian government would probably not like to publicize at this stage.
Absolutely, that's a huge deal that's coming in. Prime Minister Narendra Modi arriving at the Hyderabad airport. Now we have to see his events today, and we also have to see that mega event, the Indo-US event that's clearly planned out, like Parikshit is speaking about, that we all have our eyes on.